Hello everyone, it's me Lisa from Lisa Knits and Vlogs. I am here today to show you my whip. Yes, a new whip that I'm doing. It's a pouch, but this time I'm using this colour. I'm just doing garter stitch, so it's knit every row, and I do have my stopper that I got from Temu, and goes to show you how many times I use my needles. A lot of wear and tear. Now this is going to be pouch number 5. I am using Spot Saver Prints 10 ply 100% acrylic 140 grams. There's the care instructions. It's 238 meters with a 5mm needle, and I have used a 5mm crocheting hook and a 6. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you to what one that you decide to use. And it is in Baby Pascals. That is where I get it from. And Spotlight is a local store for us in Australia to use and go to. But look at those colours. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? I enjoy these ones because this is a nice colour. And I have done a scarf and a hat out of these colours. I don't colour pull. You can't colour pull with this one because the colours are too short. And I don't colour pull mine anyway. I like to let it keep going, so then that way it can, and this is how it is. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get sometimes the yellow together and the blue and the green. But I never colour pull any of mine. But I'll do some rows while I'm sitting here making this video and whatnot. So then that way you can see what I'm doing. I pull through and then I come back. I'm a knife holder and I chuck my yarn around my needle, as you can tell. If I'm going too fast, please let me know in the comments and I will slow down. It's how, that's just how I am. I'm a fast knitter on some things, and other things I will, if it's a pattern, I will take my time. But when it comes to the garter stitch where I'm just knitting every row, yeah, I just tend to go for it. But like I said in my past video, I want to try and see if I can't get 20 of these done. Well, I have 16 to go. Or 15, 16 I think it is. But they never take long to make. For me, these are a good thing in between bigger makes. Like, if I do a scarf and I want to break away from a scarf, I could have a couple of have a couple of whips going. Or even a hat, if I want to stop with a hat. But I've been really enjoying making these ones. And I like how you can use different colours, different texture, could be 8 ply, 10 ply. You can use wool. I haven't done it with the cotton yet, which I got a couple of cottons yarn sitting over there that Pam from Be Creative sent me. I'll link her in the description box. Please go and check Pam out. She has some good makes as well. And she's been doing colour pulling as well. But with this one, with this particular yarn, you can't colour pull. If it had been one like the purple one that I knitted with, yes, you could colour pull that one a bit. But I'm one of these that I just like going with the flow. And let the wool do its creation. And then that way you never know how the pattern on the needles is going to work out. You'd be surprised on how it can work out at times. I like to see the excitement when I do knit, to where the colours land, and if they match up again when I turn around and go back the other way. Because you just never know see how it sort of can match. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I just like to knit whatever I can knit with. I have made baby beanies out of this colour too. As well. Which I'm going to do. That would be my next project. Is some baby beanies. And get some of those baby beanies done too. I haven't done any for a little while. They don't take long to do either. Sometimes I could probably get 2 of them out in a day. And then now I got my sheet of paper, which has how many lines I need to do. So I'm going to mark off 29 and 30. Now it's telling me now I've got 26 lines before I start doing the eyelets. I write all my rows down on the bit of paper. So then that way, when it comes time to, like, say if I need to get up and move away, I know I'm up to row 31. And then go into 32. That's just, I've learnt to do that over time in experience, because a couple of times before when I was just getting into knitting, I wouldn't do this. I would just put the ruler on where the pattern is, but then I then walk away thinking, oh, I haven't moved the ruler down, have I done it? Whereas now, writing it on the bit of paper, I've done it. Now this bit here is from, this bit to here was from the previous one. From number 1 down is for this one now. So I write it on a bit of paper. That's my preference of doing things. You don't have to do it. You do it the way that you want to do it. But I always write it on a bit of paper, and I've always got exercise books. You know, like exercise books like this, where I can actually write in it. And here's a bit of exercise paper that I must have used the book for something and haven't finished it, so I'll be using this one up as well. But that's just my personal preference. You do your way. Everybody creates differently, but that's just how I do things and how I've done it, and I haven't gone back to any other way. I've stayed the same way for the last, I've done it for the last 12 years. That's how long I've done it for. Then that way I know that I'm up to where I need to be up to, and, you know, sort of do things. But everyone has a different way of their technique on how they how they keep up with their row counters. I can get a counter if I need to do it, but I'm happy to do this because I've always got plenty of paper and always got plenty of pens around the house. That is one thing that I make sure I've got plenty of, is pens and paper. And I got printing paper too if I need to use that one, so I'm not short on paper at all. At all. It'd be interesting to know how people actually keep account on what row, how they maintain what rows they're up to. And that, it'd be interesting to see how we all do things differently. But that's just how I do it. And I even rule the columns down so then that way I can go down. And then when I finish, the paper will go into the recycle bin and gets used for something else. So, reuse, reuse, recycle, and it gets reused again and made into something else. And I use a lot of paper. And I've got a tub full of exercise books, so I'm not short on paper. Now guys, when I finish this row, I am going to move along and get on to the next thing and get this one almost finished, so I can make a video on this one when the time comes. And I want to try, and that's one thing that I want to do too, is try and get a lot of videos out and of different things, especially my knitting, so you guys get to see what I'm doing and what I'm creating, and let you know where I get my yarn from, which is from Spotlight. And I do have another store called Linkcraft. I haven't been to it for ages, and I've still got a voucher there, which I better think about going up and using before it runs out. And I get all my patterns offline, or I Google. I do, yes, I Google a lot. So don't be afraid to use Google. Now I'll mark that off, so then that way I know I've done those 2 lines as well. I'll put my stoppers back on my yarn so I don't lose my stitches. And I will put Pam's link in the description box. Please go and check her out. I'm sure you'll like what she does. She's been colour pulling her yarn. So I do hope you all enjoy crocheting, knitting, happy creating, and I can't wait to see what you all create. So I'll see you again really soon. Bye.